Hello, I'm Lori Grover. I'd like to welcome you to our website, and I'd also like to take a moment to tell you a little bit about myself and how the Rhode Island Divorce Mediation Center came to be. I was a mom and a business owner who made a lot of mistakes during my own divorce. And because of those mistakes, it took me about 8 years to fully recover financially and get back on my feet. That experience was what led me to want to make a difference in the lives of other couples and children who were facing divorce. I'm a trained and nationally certified mediator, but my personal experience is how I know that when you're facing a divorce, there are so many decisions that have to be made. And all those decisions can cause a lot of anxiety for both spouses because they're faced with tough questions they don't always have answers for. Whether you've been married for 30 years, 10 years, or 2 years, and whether you have children or not, the single most important decision you'll make is how you're going to handle your divorce. Because that decision is going to determine whether your divorce is amicable or adversarial, and it will become the foundation for your settlement, what life's going to be like when the divorce is over, and the impact it will have on your children. Maintaining positive control over a divorce from the very beginning is really critical to achieving the best outcome. And that's what mediation allows couples to do. Even when they're angry, they don't know where to begin, or think that the only way is having attorneys negotiate for them, which simply isn't true. Having gone through my own divorce with attorneys, I can say without a doubt that mediation is a much better way. Whether you and your spouse agree on most things, you don't agree on many things, or you need help communicating and figuring things out, mediation should be your starting point. Because not only does mediation help couples solve problems, the cost is a fraction of what you'll spend with attorneys, even if you just need help putting your settlement in writing for court. I often hear how overwhelmed people feel when they start their divorce. From separating themselves financially to raising children as divorced parents, these are all such delicate and personal decisions that impact everybody. The goal should always be to minimize the emotional impact and financial hardship divorce can cause. Having worked with divorcing people for over 23 years, co-parenting with a former spouse, and starting over from almost nothing, I understand the fear and uncertainty you might be feeling. And I also know how confusing it can be to sort out all the conflicting advice and warnings you're getting, and then there's the legal advice. I personally believe one of the most challenging aspects of a divorce is managing so many emotions. It's very unsettling when you don't know if the decisions you're making are the right ones, how secure you're going to be when it's over, and then wanting to do the right thing by your children. In all honesty, no one can really understand how much anxiety a divorce causes until they've been through one. I learned a lot from the personal and financial challenges of my divorce. That's why I help couples end their marriages sensibly and with confidence, instead of guesswork or getting entangled in a legal system that's punitive, unpredictable, and expensive. I know how being hurt, scared, or even angry can make it seem impossible to sit down with your spouse and figure everything out. But it isn't. Dividing furniture may be easy, but not every decision is that simple, especially when it comes to homes, debt, or co-parenting. Every single decision a couple makes during their divorce is going to impact their quality of life. And I know from personal experience, no one is more qualified than couples to make decisions about their children and their finances. Couples who choose mediation have so many advantages. Not only do they end up with the right settlement, they get to that settlement in a much shorter amount of time because they're working together in a cooperative, solution-based environment, and this drastically reduces the expense. These decisions also help them recover faster, and they minimize the negative impact divorce will have on their kids. A divorce settlement both spouses can live with and believe is fair doesn't just happen. It's the result of the couple working together and focusing on what's right for them and their children. Here at the center, we provide an environment that supports couples on every level. If you have a simple divorce, we'll help you keep it simple. If your divorce is more complex, we'll help you figure it out. Our expertise in finance, children, and co-parenting helps couples make informed decisions that aren't just fair, they're realistic and sustainable. If you're looking for the most sensible, cost-effective way to divorce, please spend some time on our website, learn more about us and mediation. I also invite you to call and schedule a consultation without any cost or obligation and learn how mediation can help you. One of the single most important lessons I learned from my divorce is that what our lives become when it's over begins and is defined by the way we choose to handle it.